She should have been there to take care of him. Instead, she'd hightailed it out of the city and hadn't been back. Her father was the only parent she'd ever known. As she grew up, they didn't have much, but Winston Croft did his best to see that she was provided for. He'd been more than understanding about her need to leave, only telling her that he loved her. When she did visit, they always met in Vegas. That was as close to LA as she wanted to get. It had been 5 years since she'd seen her father in person. They would video chat every couple of weeks, but that really wasn't the same. Initially, she'd planned on clearing out her meager savings and flying to LAX. However, the more she thought about flying back to her hometown, the more the edges of her anxiety began to creep on her. She told her boss that she would work from the road and have all of her assignments turned in on time. She was taking a couple of weeks off to square away her father's estate. So, after making sure her cats were taken care of and all of her bills were caught up, she'd packed the back of her Prius down with suitcases and set out for the cross-country drive. Bangor, Maine to LA was no short drive. 52 hours, as a matter of fact. Plenty of time to get herself worked up and into a fit of panic by the time she hit the city limits. She'd set out on Monday, taking her time traveling across the country. After driving for about 12 hours straight, she would stop and get a room. There was no need to push herself, after all. Her father wasn't going anywhere. It was Friday evening, and the closer Harley got to LA, the more trepidation she felt. As soon as she crossed into the city, she felt the ghosts of the past converge on her, one right after the other. Those ghosts had names and faces. Cooper and AJ. It had been 10 years since she'd seen or talked to her childhood friends. 10 years since they'd humiliated her, and she'd walked away from them for good. She wanted to say the reason she walked away had faded and become a bad memory. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The ringing phone sounding through the speakers of her car pulled her from her thoughts as she made her way through the city. "Please tell me you're almost here. I'm getting so sick of waiting on your ass," the excited female voice said loudly. Harley chuckled. "Hey, girl. Yeah, I'm about 15 minutes from you." Britlin had been Harley's roommate in college in Boston. A bond had formed between them that had gone unbroken throughout the years. She was also the only female friend that Harley had. After they had graduated, Britt moved to LA to become an actress.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.